Welcome back to another video. If you haven't been here before, please hit the subscribe button. This is Cooper D TV and I'm Tamar. So this video, I'm going to be telling you everything that I used last cycle to make sure I ovulated. You guys, so here's the thing. I ovulated last cycle, and if you know anything about my story, you know that that's a big deal. Because with PCOS, you never know if you actually gonna ovulate or not. And so I decided that I was going to take some precautions, and it's not, the things that I did weren't actually a huge deal, but they were a huge deal to me. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. I have to throw out a disclaimer. This video is not sponsored. I bought everything myself, and so this is not sponsored. But you can go to Amazon or their websites and get the things that I got as well. Or you can find somebody else who might have a coupon code. But either way, these things worked for me, and prayerfully they will work for you. The first thing that I decided to get this month, or actually I already had this and I decided to use it. So after I ovulated this month, I decided that I was going to use progesterone cream. This is the brand that I use. It's called Now Solutions, and is a natural progesterone cream. And so I use this cycle day, or no, I start using it 3 DPO and on until I get my period. Once I get my period, I stop using it. And the reason why I started using this is because my very first miscarriage, I had low progesterone. And, you know, first of all, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and just use progesterone anyway. It's during your cycle. If you suspect that you have low progesterone, I'm not going to say do that, but I know for me, it, you know, I feel like it's necessary. My doctors or whatever kind of ignored the fact that I had low progesterone during that first, miscarriage, and did not get me the progesterone that I needed. And so the doctors that I have now, they know, but they haven't told me to do anything. I'm like, do I need to be on progesterone? No, we'll see what happens. And I'm not about to try to see what happens when it comes to my pregnancies. I don't want to have a miscarriage just to see what happens. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and use some progesterone cream during that time of my cycle. And it has worked out for me. I've been able to tell the difference in my charting when I do my BBT charts. And so I'll talk about that chart as well as we go along. The very next thing that I decided to use and to get for this cycle was, the box is a little weird right now because I opened it so that I can get it easier. But I got these ovulation tests from Easy at Home. These particular tests, you can do it with any ovulation test actually, but I have the Easy at Home app. And the Pre-Mom app is actually what it's called. It's called Pre-Mom. And what you do is you take your ovulation test and then you take a picture of the test. And then after you take the picture of the test, you can input it into the app and it can tell you what level, LH level you're at. And it'll put it on your chart automatically, on their chart, the chart that's in their app. So I use 2 different charts. I use the Kendara app and I use Pre-Mom for charting purposes. So the next thing is, it's actually an ovulation test as well, and it'll look a little similar, but Pre-Mom actually came out with these semi-quantitative ovulation tests, and these are made for people who, not just people who have PCOS, but they are made especially for people with PCOS, because when you take the regular ovulation tests, okay, these will, sometimes the control line will be light, and then you have to compare it to the test line. And so it's like, okay, wait, is the test line darker than? And it's weird sometimes to calculate whether or not it's lighter or darker. And sometimes the app isn't completely correct either. And so it's a little hard to go from there. So with these tests, I'm going to take it out and show you. With these tests, you have the same kind of pouch, just like the regular ovulation test. They come in this pouch, but these are purple. The levels go from 0 to 80. The control line on the test stay the same no matter what. Pretty much the control line will stay super duper dark. It won't change. But what will change is the test line. And what happens is the test line will either be like if it's at 0, then you didn't take it right, but it'll be at like 2.5. And then when you get to the point where you have ovulated and you have your peak, it'll start to get darker. But when you have your peak, it will be like, you will be able to tell where your level is. So my peak was actually, and I can show you, I think I'm gonna do like a screen recording of my chart of the pictures of these tests, because you can put these also in your Pre-Mom app as well. But my peak was at 20. And so sometimes your peak can be higher than that. Sometimes it can be lower than that. But in conjunction with taking these, both of these, my peak for my ovulation and my LH level were definitely on the same day. And I was able to tell because I took both those tests each day. And yeah, it was so much easier with the semi-quantitative test to see what my results were than with the regular ovulation test. The regular ovulation test, I definitely saw my peak. I definitely saw it. But if I hadn't had the other ones, I would have been questioning it, whether or not it was actually positive or whether or not I actually ovulated. Prior to having to take the test and everything, the day after my period ended, I started taking supplements. And the supplements I am going to show you are Pink Stork. I went ahead and ordered the Fertility bundle, and this was like the best thing I probably could have ever done because like I said, I ovulated and I could very well tell that I did, because I have the, what is it called? Middle schmerz? I don't know what it's called, but I think that's how you pronounce it. But that ovulation pain, I had that big time. Definitely had it. This has Vitex. It has myocreol inositol. I can never say that word right. But it supports reproductive health, balances and regulates your cycle. And it has pretty much everything that you need in a fertility supplement. And I take 2 of these every day of my cycle. And they discourage you from taking it if you are pregnant. So I stopped taking these around like 70 PO. And that's why I have more left, because it's actually a 30-day supply. You take 2 of these. Pink Stork, look, hit me up. You heard me, just hit me up. The next thing is also Pink Stork. I like I said, I got the Fertility bundle, and this is the Sweet Mint Conception Tea, and I don't have any left because I don't have any left. It comes in mix 30 cups, but each tea bag makes 2 cups of tea. So this is really, really good. It's caffeine free, it's gluten free, and it has, like I said, all the things. And also, this, I think I have like 3 left of these because they were so good. But these are a dietary supplement as well, but they are like little drops or lozenges and stuff. And they have zinc and folate and B6 in them, and they're just good for you. And they also taste amazing. I was kind of eating them like candy, just a little bit. It's safe, and the thing is, it's safe for you to have, like, it says take 1 to 6 pieces daily, so that's why I only have like 3 pieces left, because they were kind of good. These are really, really good. They taste great. This is strawberry pomegranate. And this also came in the Fertility bundle. The very next thing that I had is my easy at home thermometer. This is actually a Bluetooth thermometer that connects directly to the app. And so in the morning, before I get out of my bed, I take my temperature and, I open the app first. You guys, open the app first. I made the mistake of not doing that, and something happened with my phone and it didn't record the temperature, and I had already gotten out of bed, and so I didn't have a accurate temperature for that day. But either way, I've actually had this for a year now, I think. And I've actually never had to replace the battery, so that's pretty good. But this, like I said, I wake up in the morning, take my temperature, and it Bluetooth connects directly to my phone, to the app, and you can take your temperatures that way, and it'll chart it for you. So I actually can have my BBT temperatures, my semi-quantitative OPKs, and the regular OPKs, and have those levels on a chart, all in one chart and everything. I still use my Kendara app because there are other things on that app that I can't do on my Pre-Mom app. And so I still use that app, and I record like my temperatures and everything just to see where I am. But yeah, I use Kendara app, I use the Pre-Mom app, and I use all of those things, and I can have all of it in my Pre-Mom app together. So these supplements, my Pink Stork supplements, and using those tests and everything were a game changer for this last cycle, and perfectly I can still use them again because the fertility bundle I believe is around $40. I gotta check it again, but I'll have the link in the description for all of those things, for everything that's in this video. Like I said, video is not sponsored, but I'm helping you. Help me help you, help me help you, okay? That's all I have for this video. I actually have another video that either should be up, or I'm not exactly sure if it's up or not. Watch that video. That video is actually going to be about my positive pregnancy test. If you've already seen the video, you know why I'm making this face. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it, because thank you for watching the video, and I'll talk to you in another video. Bye.